History knows him as a monster, the flail of God, a conqueror whose empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe. His name is synonymous with the apocalypse, Genghis Khan. But before the world trembled at his name, he was nobody. He was just Temujin, a frightened boy crying in the freezing cold, afraid of dogs and thunder. How does a starving outcast left to die in the snow rise to conquer more land than Rome did in 400 years? The answer lies not in his strength, but in his pain. He was only 9 years old when his world collapsed. His father was poisoned by enemies. But the true betrayal came from his own people. The clan didn't just exile Temujin's family, they left them behind to starve on the winter steppe. They survived on roots and rats. And it was here, in the desperate hunger, that the child died, and the killer was born. When his older half-brother began stealing food from their starving mother, Temujin didn't argue. He didn't fight with fists. He picked up a bow and ended him. He was 10 years old, a fratricide. In that moment, he learned the first rule of his life. In a world without laws, only the ruthless survive. But fate was not done with him. Temujin was captured by enemy raiders. They locked him in a heavy wooden collar, a kangwe. He was treated worse than a dog, humiliated, enslaved. He was nothing but property. But while his body was in chains, his mind was breaking the code of the old world. The Mongols cared only about lineage and nobility. Temujin realized this was their weakness. He escaped. And when he began to gather his own followers, he did the unthinkable. He didn't care who your father was. He didn't care if you were a shepherd or a prince. If you were loyal and if you could fight, you were his brother. He built a machine of war fueled by merit, not blood. And for the outcasts of the steppe, he became a god. Every great hero has a shadow. For Temujin, it was Jamukha, his blood brother, his childhood best friend. They had sworn eternal loyalty to each other. But Jamukha was an aristocrat. He believed in the old traditions. Temujin was the revolution. War between them was inevitable. It wasn't just a battle for land, it was a battle of ideologies. In the end, Jamukha was defeated. Captured and brought before Temujin, he was offered forgiveness. He was offered a chance to rule by his brother's side again. But Jamukha refused. He looked at Temujin and said, "There can be only one sun in the sky, and there should be only one Khan on the earth." He asked for a noble death. Temujin granted it. To gain the world, he had to destroy his own heart. In 1206, on the banks of the Onan River, the outcast Temujin took the title Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. He was not born a king. He was not taught to rule. He was taught to survive. His brutality was a reflection of the world that tried to crush him. His story teaches us one brutal truth. It doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter if you are in chains or starving in the snow. What matters is what you are willing to do to change your destiny.